No, sir. Oh, yeah, Portia. That's gonna look like that dress you just had on. Yeah. No, no, I look like a fool. I look like a. No, you just need yours, Portia. It's your size. I just feel like, you know what else? Yeah. Too much projection. Yeah. It is. I don't know if it's gonna see that beauty. Yeah, there you go. Okay. They're gonna be looking right here. Yeah. Yeah. All right. I like yours. I think it's perfect. We just elect. That's it. Y'all literally just saved me in the last minute. Yeah. Like before you went down.
Oh no.
Yeah.
What's this?
Yeah. Now let me show you what I put out. Yeah. Because it's gonna do it with the lips anyway. This is beautiful. Yeah. It's young. It's young. It's so cute. I don't even think you need anything done, but.
Portia don't need no work. She just want it.
I stuck on Band-Aid brand because Band-Aid stuck on me.
How is your mother? She's leaving the hospital tomorrow. Millie just have to take care of her, bring her to her appointments, and keep up with work. You need to use Connecticut Pay Leave. What's that?
You need to
You
use
can get
Connecticut
income
Pay.
replacement benefits while taking care of a relative. It even offers intermittent leave and reduced pay.
Don't believe it.
We are back with another video. Before we get to the video, like, comment, and subscribe to the channel, and we got a lot to discuss. As we know, Cardi B a few days ago was begging for features on her next album after being ignored by allegedly SZA and Summer Walker.
The announcement is right down near. We already got the numbers of the song, and we already practically know all the songs that we want. I'm not even gonna lie to you, I'm waiting for some features. And I know that I don't like to pressure artists because I know everybody.
She just said what I said. She already knows what her
But
numbers
like,
are gonna
I'm
be.
still waiting on them, and it's like I have to press these vinyls ASAP. I don't want to miss this opportunity. I'll sing this shit myself. I feel like nobody will want to miss being on this album. Like these motherfuckers almost tried listening to my shit. They was like,
I'll hop on that shit.
No kids. And it's like, I'm telling y'all, it's like I have to press these vinyls. I need these vocals. Where y'all at? Where these girls at? I really be taking my time because I really be doing 100 things. So that's why I don't like to pressure people. But it's like, listen, you don't want to miss this opportunity. Please be part of this moment because it's gonna be iconic. Like you don't even understand how iconic this moment. This moment is for the books. These moments is for the fucking books. Like this album is for the books.
Now,
this album is for the bug. She's telling you. Cardi's like, girl, this one is gonna make money, girl.
Extensive testing from Stanford Health cardiac team revealed multiple.
She's a fool, y'all. Shout out Ash T Miracle.
She wants SZA, Summer Walker, allegedly Shakira. I heard she also asked The Weeknd to be on her album. The vocals haven't been sent because, like I said before, do people really care to do a Cardi B collaboration in 2025? I don't think people really care to do a Cardi B collaboration in 2025 because she is considered a has-been. She's not relevant musically, even amongst the female rappers. People are talking about Doechii. People are talking about Doja Cat still somewhat. You know, she's still making a buzz. And I feel as though Cardi B, her relevancy is dying down. But allegedly, Titanic Records doesn't think that is a good time for Cardi B to release an album right now because they feel as though she got too much competition, and that also that there's no momentum about her album. Like nobody's really caring about her album. It's not highly anticipated, and that's why they haven't released a single. Think about it. You know, she talking about pressing vinyls and waiting for features. She can still release a single if she really wanted to.
Mm.
But when you're shelved, okay, when the label don't feel like you're right, when artists
But when
don't
you're
want to
shelved,
an album, you gotta wait for Onika, Tanya Mirage to give you some clout. That's when you will stall a single from coming out.
well,
So, in my opinion, I just hope that Cardi B got the payola intact. His fashion falling off. I
I'm
blame
back.
him, and I also
Felt
blame
that, though.
Tacky
Because they're like,
Ass,
what's wrong? It's like,
cheating as ASAP the Colors.
niggas is strong.
Okay.
So, and
He's very tacky, and I
gets to
know
the point
he
where
just
it do be
telling
fucking-
Rihanna she look good in anything, and she's so delusional she believes it.
forget something's
But
wrong.
I think it's good
Wrong,
that she's
just
going back to the basics,
happening all
going
the
back
time.
to the old
And then
stylist.
You get to the root of it, and it's all coming from other people.
And not these new people
And
that are yes.
the root of that is
So
that
that's what it's giving.
I'm
She
used to
has
it.
a lot of yes men in her corner, and that's why when she's pop out, 95% of the time,
you always gonna treat a pit bull like a pit bull.
not only but recently she's been looking at
Pit bull always gonna feel like it's a pit bull.
So I'm here for it. I'm okay
I'm here for it.
with
I hope it stays
Jaleel,
like
whatever her name is, working with Kim K. Hopefully she'll look a mess at the Met because we don't really care about the Kardashians anyway. And Rihanna come back looking like luxury, looking like the fashion icon we
Y'all
know.
bitches can't
that
give
she
up
gonna
one
be.
thing.
Now, shout out to the king of rap. It's been 1 year ago.
One step for
from
you might
today
be 10 steps
that
for another
the
bitch.
king
So
of rap dropped the best diss track
mind
ever.
your business when bitches
Okay, well,
is
top
tripping.
five
Bitch,
diss tracks of all
if
time.
I'm tripping up a step, bitch, I'm not
Man,
mad
niggas
if you're
go
laughing. I'm not
hard.
bitch mad that you're mad.
So-
You're mad for my fault.
Okay, because he couldn't handle the truth. It has broken
Talk shit. Oh,
several
something
of
wrong.
records.
Never gonna make it.
We're not gonna go through all of this because
No value, like nothing?
time for it, but it's the most awarded rap song in the Grammys history. Fastest rap song to reach 100 million streams. Fastest rap song to reach 500 million streams. Fastest rap song to reach multi-platinum. Longest running #1 song of the 2024 on Apple Music.
Something has to break.
It was #1 for 3 weeks on the Billboard
It's like, oh, I'm never
100.
breaking. I'm never breaking. I'm
Still
never breaking.
charting inside
Man, you
the
have to
top
break and break and
25
break and break.
on the Billboard Hot 100.
You got the Phoenix and Phoenix and Phoenix and Phoenix.
First rap song
The
in history to go #1.
only thing that a bitch gonna tell you is like, I like how you always bounce back. Like you always like,
more
you know, reinvent
streams
yourself. I'm
than-
like, no, I
than
really just
every Champagne Thick Thumb song released in 2024. Most
just stay
streamed song in
consistent.
a single week so far this decade in all genres. Okay,
y'all never will.
so we got
break
to
my soul.
give, you know, the GOAT his flowers. Also, I believe it's like 8 or 9 million.
You are not that
platinum. It's
outside.
about to go diamond. So this was one of the greatest diss tracks of all time. Is it #1? No, I think Hit 'Em Up is #1. Not Like Us is
You
at
can't get on the
#2,
platform
in my
because
opinion. But you
you're
can't
not
say it's
cute.
not top 5 because a man is suing.
Which I'm a bad
He's in
bitch.
court.
Most of the shit I say,
like a bitch.
they only gonna let me say.
Because Country Kenny annihilated him. And that's just the honest truth.
And this is honest.
Anyway, Kanye West, the
Don't
Cool,
curse.
is receiving
Content.
500,000
I'm like,
lashes.
everything's gonna be
His
Roma Tron
trash
sexy. I don't have no
album,
kids.
which we will not be doing a review on, obviously. Donna 2 officially sold 5.9 units first week,
And
projected to sell
they need to figure out how to have
21,000
fun and
units with a full week.
have healthy experiences and not just giving bitches trauma and AIDS. Ashes roll.
Numbers. That's called karma.
So, yeah.
That. So you're receiving 500,000.
Neat, neat.
And then in
Y'all can call me that because everything I
you
do
used
is
to be
neat.
an icon. You're not that anymore. You're a cloud
Like,
chaser. You're cool.
Specific
But you
things
used to be an icon.
we do.
And with that
How
being
we love.
said,
Be
the fact
honest.
that you're doing
We
these
love a
type of
certain way. We
numbers,
talk a certain way. We
and
walk a certain way.
you were like one of the biggest rappers ever. to
Unique. That's
exist.
what you are.
It's just sad.
You are the
But
bar.
This is what happens.
Even
when
if
you're
the bar
not
was on the
humble and
floor,
you turn against
It
your
would still be
people.
higher than you.
The people eventually turn against you. I'm glad that people are not supporting Kanye West the Coon. The industry is done with him.
Take a
And
step back.
hopefully,
Look at yourself.
you know, he just
and
completely
go forward.
retires and just moves to like Tokyo or something.
Back to
I'm
front.
so tired of his ass.
Like-
okay, he's always ranting about something that ain't got nothing
Just
to do
forward,
with anything. So,
Not even giving a fuck about
500,000
destruction.
lashes to
Everything that's
Cool.
in the way. Still kill,
Kanye
destroy.
West, your career is over. Thank God. But
The good that
anyway,
you do
I got some very
is the
happy
problem.
royal
Just-
family. On
But that- remember, good, Evil, like you flip backwards. You feel me?
Life with your
First
pet
and
is a
last?
never-ending adventure.
Yeah.
But unexpected
Not-
adventures
not-
don't have to be.
God says it does not get on his nerves to remind you, to keep you in remembrance of these things, even though you know.
Your pet is
Okay?
protected.
Cast down to your rightful place in the name of Jesus. In all love. Amen. I'm not gonna hate on this shit. I'm just gonna wait for them to come in, sweep it up.
That is so me. Like, I have all of these.
And then who comes on?
Everyone
Coco Jones. I'm gonna
very
sweep
much
it
like,
up.
let me ask
Sweep
you,
it up.
like, I want to understand what's going on. And also within
Come
myself,
on, man.
I'm like, let
Don't
me
use
ask
our
you something,
content, girl,
Seth.
please.
And I've been asking myself this whole album.
Somebody
like,
needs to.
should I do this? Can I? Is that allowed?
Okay.
Like, what happens? What do, like, you know what I'm saying? What do people think if I do that? And I really, really love the theme of Why Not More. Like, why can't I just lean into all the things, man? Like, what is the answer to the why not more? And is it enough, that answer? No, because it's all rooted in fear. So I can't even live like that. I gotta jump.
Yeah. Oh, there's something happening right here. Yeah, we take it off. I'm smoking and I'm thinking and I'm brainstorming.
The debut album, it's been a journey up until this point.
Now that it's out and like,
because you know how we do, we target,
and I can see people's feedback,
we shoot,
and
we
I can,
attack,
like,
and
tangibly
where we land,
see what's going on.
Yeah.
It now it feels
we
real.
pick up pieces,
But like
and we
before,
go
it was
in.
kind of like, it was like, how do you feel? And I'm like, I don't know. I don't know.
I don't
You know, I'm very
Going
much like whatever's in front of me.
Yeah,
that's what's real. Whatever's
That's my
coming up
sister.
on the agenda, that ain't real yet.
That's a good way to stay sane.
You just
Trying to overthink it sometimes too much and being
Now I'm
too
sweeping
future
that.
focused can,
Sleeping
I
in.
feel like, drive you a little bit off the wall. But part of that probably is also because you've been working for such a long time.
And I can mute too.
So, for example,
Home.
I would be a writer or a journalist.
And then this one I'm just practicing. This one too.
But
But it's
for you,
It's all like, you know,
really working since you were like 9 years old. At this,
Yeah,
it has really
shit.
been a long journey.
and then like humble beginnings. Like you feel me, and
I mean,
starting small. Like yeah, let's start with this.
I'm very tough on myself. So like the reward that
I feel
I'm
like
like, yeah. I'm like, it ain't enough. It ain't for me to like stop. You know what I'm saying? Or and not even just hustling. I feel like to just stop downplaying myself. I don't know.
And is there a thing, like a tangible thing? Because there are things like winning a Grammy Award, for example. That's a thing.
It is. Of course, it's a big thing. I don't know. I can't like verbalize what it is. It's like an inward thing. It's an inward feeling of like, yeah. But I mean, me winning a Grammy, I was like, what? I wasn't in the plan in my mental of like, it's like you do this first, and then this happens, and you put this out, and then this happens, and then you know. So I wasn't prepared in that plan of my brain to win a Grammy before I put out an album. So I think
It just
in
happened.
my mind,
That's what's up.
the things that I thought go first are like album and learning process and
Yep.
correcting things, and then you're figuring it out, and then you get the, you know what I'm saying? So I don't know, it was all kind of backwards to me.
Backwards, but also you have had the learning
She did the
process,
steps.
right? So
And got the
this,
thing,
Why Not
even
More
though she
is
thought she
the
would have to do it
official
more
debut album.
times.
You're not new to this. You've released multiple
Yeah,
projects,
that's dope.
right, over a span of what, more than 10 years. So maybe you're not giving yourself enough credit for the experience. And also,
No, she's enjoying being a new artist who is seasoned.
No. I don't know. I have gotten better at that though. I have gotten better. Literally, my PR would be like, "No, you weren't just started." I was like, "Really?" She told me that she was like, "You weren't just started a couple years ago."
I mean, I'll be honest with you. When we were kicking around ideas for the shoot, that was one of the things. They're
I'll be
like,
honest
Cuba
with
doesn't
you.
get a lot of time off, right? You're acting,
Yeah.
you're juggling music, you're doing so much, you're traveling. So you're brainstorming all these things, like, should we take her to the spa? Should we do nails? Like, how can we make her feel relaxed? And I was like, maybe we're doing too much. And we just kind of keep it looking in the studio so she's not pulled in a million different directions. But yeah, it doesn't sound like you necessarily get a lot of time to decompress.
True.
No, I mean, it's not like there's a certain hour where I'm done with work and then I'm like, and now you're at home. Like, that's not how my life goes. It's more of like, hey, something is rescheduled, so you have this day off now, or you have this first half of the day off. And I'm like, whoa! And that's when I'll just do nothing, like nothing. It's a recharge.
You be
moment.
like,
But,
what?
I mean, right now I don't feel like I want a lot of breaks. I mean, literally on Christmas when like the industry starts to slow down a little bit, I'm like, what's going on? I don't know. I'm not into the whole breaking for super long. I don't know. I like to be
So
using
you're
my
saying
muscles.
your stillness can last for a maximum of a half day or so.
I would say a maximum of like 4 or
Big
5
difference.
days for real. And then I'm like, let me at least write a little song on my notes or something. I'm like, somebody send me a beat. I don't know. I just feel like what you know.
This is what happens when you've been working since you were 9 years old.
Maybe that's real.
I don't think
Maybe
you
it's real.
even know
Timmy,
like what it's like to take a break. You
Yeah.
know, I obviously didn't know you as a kid,
Mhm.
but just based on my interactions with you, what I've seen, the music I've listened to, it also seems like you basically were just born with this big voice, big personality, just ready to go. Like
But the
it seems
things
like you
around
didn't
me
even have a
is really
choice and
what
you just needed
y'all
to
need
get
to
to work ASAP.
pay
I
attention
feel like,
to. So
yeah, in a way,
just turn it on is really what
it
it is.
shows me this
you know?
career path and this lifestyle.
But like, see how the
and
things
also,
engage, even
it
like
made me
the
feel so
televisions,
fulfilled that nothing
especially
else would be
this
it. Like,
platform.
I mean,
like, how long have I been
no
up here?
sleepover was worth me being in the studio. Like, no boy was worth me getting sidetracked. It just didn't hit the same. I just wanted to
really
accomplish more
was
things.
like that.
I wanted to
Like no boy had my
be-
attention
in my mind,
ever.
I was like, I just want to be a superstar. I just want to be a superstar. I didn't know what all that meant,
I would
I didn't know what that all, pertained to, or
Play,
what that,
play, play,
what that
play,
leads to. I
Play,
just knew that,
like
like,
clubs,
the girls I was
parties,
dating,
cute.
like Cheetah Girl,
bars.
Rage Funk, Hannah Montana, those were
There was
superstars.
alcohol phone, there was
So what do I
bars, and there was
How do I get
and
Wow.
yeah.
I mean, it must have helped that like your mom was also a singer,
Mhm.
your dad played in the NFL, so you had pretty good
Mhm.
examples of I think what it meant to like work towards those goals.
It's
Yeah.
gonna be like
I
real
don't
nice.
feel like that.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like with all of
To help you
my siblings,
understand
my
why
parents
not.
were really aligned in making us
And then you start to
feel
work
like we could
those.
accomplish anything, but it would come with hard work. Like, I think we all were very sober-minded about, like, this is not handed to you. Whatever it is you want. You can get it, though. It just will be hard.
I mean, it seems like you were fine with that hard work.
Hard
So
work is like
I,
inside.
because I've heard that you don't take so many breaks, which means that you probably don't have a lot of time or spend a lot of time really reflecting on everything that you've
Mhm.
accomplished and what
Like
you've
maybe.
been through. I really wanted to like look back
I like how
on just some of like your earlier moments, like in this
The
industry,
camera
just so
looks
people
here.
can like understand like
I'm fine with this
this
one.
journey you've been on until the album. And so like I have some photos here in this first one.
But also like how it
So,
look
how
doesn't
old you
matter.
said you're about 9 years old
For me.
here?
Yeah. So I was
Personally.
9 there.
and I know that.
And where are
Like
we?
to the core, that's
Where
a
are
lot of
we
people
singing?
love that.
I'm singing the national anthem, but I feel like that was the second time that I sang it. The first time, so I might be 10. I actually might be 10 here. The first time I was 9. But yeah, I remember glitter was my thing. Like, I just wanted to shine bright like a diamond up there, okay? So that is hilarious. But I do remember like not being nervous at all.
Are you serious?
No.
Do you know I feel like for
What's up?
adults who sing the national anthem, it's nerve-wracking.
Yeah.
Every time people talk about how that song is notoriously difficult to sing.
Mhm.
So
You think she
it's
gets
really
nervous
amazing
now?
at that age you didn't feel any
I would love
nerves.
to know that.
I feel like because I didn't fully have perspective of what the world is. I was like, it's my world, and I live here in this world of mine. But now as an adult, I'm like, this is the real world. So if I did mess up on this note, then they could compare it to this. And if I don't sing this right, this might
You
go
don't have to be
viral. So
perfect
like,
all the time.
it is more nerve-wracking now because of outside opinions, not necessarily me. Just I don't want negative feedback. I don't want people to be like, oh, that's cool. Like, dang, I saw that. I'm on Twitter too. You know?
Do you like shut that out sometimes? Like how much of that?
Well, they're
Because I
listening to
understand it's
you,
sometimes nice to
so
have
they like you enough.
constructive feedback or
Mhm.
criticism.
Mhm.
A lot of times internet not so constructive. You know, so like how do you balance like really understanding what is worth taking in and what's worth blocking out?
I think you have to inwardly know
Mhm.
yourself who you are, so that filters out anything that is, it has nothing to do with you, and that's somebody with their Twitter fingers who will never, their username is like, what, who? Thank you. But I think other times you know what you signed up for in this career
Mhm.
to be perceived a lot, and the better you are, the more you're perceived. The bigger you are, the more you're perceived. It's kind of like the cost. So don't take it personal. Or don't be so good. Hello?
Don't be
I
so
love
good.
your outlook on life.
The
I
Bible
feel like
does
it's
say
sometimes
that.
like I just want to make everybody happy. Like probably when I get older, in more of these, as I get older, I'm more
Let's do it.
concerned about people's.
And by the way,
Love
older,
it.
we're talking about 12 years old.
I know.
So we're 13 years old,
That's
still
hilarious.
with the sequins. You still love some sparkles.
Oh,
So
babe,
this-
they're not going away anytime soon.
This is like the Disney years, right?
Yeah, that was around. That's the next big thing tour. So that was the first
This is a
thing
go-go.
that I ever really did with Disney.
Mm-hmm.
And you got to like go on tour. I was like, what? Ooh, but that tour was so, ghetto.
But what's touring even like as a 12-year-old?
My mom handling everything,
Right.
literally being the tour manager, the stylist, the hair and makeup, and us figuring it out. Like if we needed to drive places, some of these like concerts, festivals were drivable. Some of them were, we're flying, but Oh my gosh, just
She
giving
drove you and flew you. Mm-hmm.
The cheapest route there was the one we took.
She
You know,
drove you and
it
flew
was
you.
very,
Mm-hmm.
very DIY.
Did you still have that like kid or I guess preteen at that point,
Mhm.
like confidence in what you were doing, like just enjoying it, feeling like I belong here, I know what I'm doing,
Mhm.
this is for me.
Yeah, I would say around that
Her
time.
mom put a lot of time into her
pretty
career.
Pretty certain, like, yeah, this is it. This is me. I'm good at this, and the world is just figuring it out. Like, and it's just gonna get bigger and bigger and bigger. That's what I thought.
Look at this, like these smiles here, like that's nice. Yeah, you look comfortable on stage, like from a very young age. Right?
Definitely. But you know what? At this time, though, I really
She looked
had
really
to
different.
learn to be fearless because these people did not know me, and honestly, they were waiting on whoever was next. I don't know who would have been on that stage after me, but like sometimes it was really, really big artists, like freaking Selena Gomez would have come out with her band. Like they don't want to see me, and I'm like, I can make y'all believe in me. So you have to have a certain like, let's go. I mean, I would be singing so many covers, like 4 originals, and I was like, oh, this is original, but they don't know that. Then I sing a cover, and they'd be like, yeah. And by the end, I was having the whole thing, everybody's standing, but you know, you can see them so clearly, right?
Yeah.
And I know in my brain, I'm looking at all of their faces, and until they're getting into it, like I'm not satisfied with the performance.
You really were a born entertainer. Like this is like literally in your blood.
Yeah, it had to be a gift from God because nobody taught me that. Nobody taught me that desire. But I do think my mom was crucial in helping me to cultivate it because my mom was also a tough critic. She'd be like, "That performance is boring." She'd be like, "Cut." And that's not getting anything. That's not anything. Like seriously, she was not holding back. And literally, sometimes we'd be in meetings, and she would do this with her earring, and I knew that would mean I would have to sing. So I'd be like, "Can I sing Vita?" And it'd be like a group of executives who've seen 50 kids. They're not trying to hear that. But I'd be like, trust me, you're gonna want to hear me sing. And I would start singing. Even if they were about to say no, I'm singing. Crazy.
So like you started with Disney when you were what, somewhere between like 9 and 12,
Mhm,
right? You had a first record deal and there was a gap in between like your next one, right?
Yeah.
That happened somewhere in your early 20s. So like in that time in between, like what was happening for you in your life and how were you feeling as an artist and an entertainer?
Right.
So I got signed when I was 14.
Pay attention to what I pay
dropped when
attention
was
to.
16.
Yeah, but the TV just be like, let me just throw this in there and just I'm like, okay. See what the algorithm is just playing herself. And there's let the algorithm just play. Yeah, I have to shut the algorithm down because she played too much. And start going to pick some other shit myself. The ghost in the machine, no, it's somebody working at a desk in a building. Don't play with me. Okay. Trying to get you to look at and buy and think about and talk about what they want you to. Oh yeah. Mm-hmm. Algorithm is like, don't talk shit about me, girl. I was listening to her talk about Diddy one time. I was like, let me hear this perspective from like a white woman's perspective, this whole Diddy thing. So I think I was only hearing it from like black people, but most like black women mostly. But I mean I listened to her and she's on it like teeth to tail. I was like she's
funny.
so let me see like
I'm so lost after finals that I didn't know Kanye reactivated his Twitter.
yeah, I'm fine
gets
listening
like
to
that.
her. What's her name?
It gets like that around finals. I know that feeling. Okay, let's see.
It's not surprise witness, right? Yeah, the surprise witness. Yeah, shout her out.
Refreshing.
And go on.
Okay, juror 89 is excused. Juror 91, 92. She said, I would like to serve, but my
Watch
child
her
is in
act
the
right.
hospital. Excused.
Because
Okay,
I bet
so
she
let me
won't.
update
I bet
my
she won't
list.
act wrong.
Juror number 106, I'm with Engender Health on the board of St. John's Hospital in Yonkers. I'm a friend at the Manhattan DA repping the LGBTQ community there. Okay, that's interesting.
She's like, don't test me, bitch.
Let me just update my list here. 89 is excused, and then 92,
child is in the hospital, so excused. So I really don't know about 84 and 88. I guess they're still in. 75, they said, is still in. So child in hospital. So that person not excused. Juror 106 was the next one they asked. The next one on the list is 101. So that one
Guess you're talking about the jury.
they didn't need to
in this
talk to.
trial.
So now they're on 106. 106 says they work at Engender Health, with Engender Health, on the board of St. John's Hospital, and have a friend at the Manhattan District Attorney, so the state level, representing the LGBTQ community there. I don't know exactly what that means, representing the LGBTQ community there. Like, that could mean a lot of things.
Someone stood up and said they represented.
Yeah, it doesn't, sorry.
Or
Potential juror
or
92 was
said two.
used.
I like how that sound. She said she's not sure what that means. So she didn't act
Like,
up.
what does this
She
mean?
she
Like,
skipped.
do you see these like body like comments like LGBTQ? Oh my gosh, what else do they want? Period. Like, what does that mean? I think this might be a
That's what they
body.
should say about women. Like, how many more rights do they need? You gotta have all of that.
Thank you, New Life Plan for
Mhm.
99 Super Chat. Irv Gotti had a massive stroke.
What do those
New
colors
video
need
this
now?
Was
Why
about
not
how
more?
he
You
used
want
her to
more?
seal deals with rappers for sexy time and the video Vixen book.
Yeah, that's how they
about
treat minorities.
it. How he used her to seal deals with rappers. Oh, like
Oh, okay. So she complimented the deal. Okay.
a bonus, like you would get a bonus baddie to seal a deal. Thank you for the $9.99 super chat. I got you on my YouTube and my boyfriend's keeping it.
And you could have declined her and everything, but he didn't.
Busby, or are those completely separate?
So-
Yes, those are completely separate. Where's Busby? Who knows? Maybe on his private jet.
Okay.
You're picking prospects who check the wrong box. Okay, thank you. Yes. Valid excuse. Yes. If it's true,
Cause
yes.
she worked me.
Imagine if your potential 1001 said you watched that surprise witness and she doesn't know who Celebrity B is. That would be so funny. Complications from a stroke. How many women and men accepted so far? I don't think anyone's officially been chosen.
But that's a lie. That's not like one of her clips. So she's like, but she has like videos where she's like talking like, you know, running down the details of what's going on with the case so that people can understand. Oh yeah, but that's happening like today, yesterday, all that stuff. That sucks. Yeah, they don't like that. They felt that, you know. So. Mm-hmm. I'm like, what is this? What this motherfucker doing? They're like, wait, hold on, just be cute. I said, you don't like that.
Well, ladies, welcome.
You don't like that. But that's why I love my team. You don't like that. You don't like that.
Gentlemen, come and meet your lady.
I'm open to older. That typically means it gets more money.
It was like cool because
Wow, that's deep. Let me see the muscles, okay?
I'm gonna be crushing some stuff.
Okay.
Your eyes shut. Smile. Hell yeah. Come on.
Well, I can tell you that.